Well, a lot of people think it's the rudder that turns a boat. Actually, in every other kind of boat, it's the rudder that turns. But actually, in a hydroplane, it's not a rudder. It's the skid fin that really makes the boat turn.
15 seconds to 1 to the 5.
What if I were to tell you that the rudder isn't what turns the boat? What if I was also to tell you that I think unlimited hydroplanes have become too easy to drive? Come with me and I'll try to explain. This is a standard skid fin that basically all the boats in the Chevrolet Cup are running. As you can see, it's a big piece of metal. What this does is actually turn the boat. The rudder rotates the boat. When the driver turns the rudder, the boat rotates, but without this big piece of metal, the boat would rotate and continue to go down the same course in the same direction. It's this big skid fin that when the boat is rotated, this fin goes perpendicular to the water and forces the boat to change direction. But let me show you what this skid fin looked like 20 years ago. This is the skid fin off of Bill Muncie's 1981 Atlas van lines. Look at the size difference. Look at how much more area this skid fin has than this one. This meant that the driver had to actually back off the throttle to turn the boat because the fin was so small that if he turned it at full speed, the boat would try to skip across the water. I, for one, think the best way to get the driver back into the sport of unlimited hydroplane racing is abandon these big fins, go to something smaller. So as a driver, I believe that massive skid fin is simply making these boats too easy to drive. Driving one of these boats today, the driver never has to back off the throttle. He simply turns the steering wheel. I believe if we went to a smaller fin like the old days, the drivers would have to back out of the throttle and very delicately maneuver the boats through the corner, making the driver perhaps the most important component in this whole race boat.